Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you are watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this thoroughly to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. So friends, as I explained in my last video for May 21st, where I explained in my last analysis that how above the level of 11857 Nifty will be sold off, and the same thing happened yesterday. Here you can see that a large sell-off was there in Nifty, and finally after touching the lows of 11682, Nifty ended here. Therefore, I find that the Nifty was following the global cues which we witnessed yesterday when most of the US indices and other European indices ended lower. But on Monday, Washington temporarily eased trade limits on China's Huawei technologies in a move aimed at minimizing disruption for its customers, which triggered relief rally in most of the European chips stocks and US chip stocks, and on the other hand, US indices ended a little bit higher, but I can still feel the markets are in doubt about the final escalation efforts of tariff trade war, because every time a positive effort ends with a tweet from the US President Mr. Donald Trump, which pushed the global indices towards a negative zone. But in India, we have our own reasons, especially at the time when we are going to see the final outcome of election results on May 23rd. So before that, Indian equity markets will have to go through large volatile sessions till the final election announcement comes out, because on Tuesday, some of the opposition members met the election commission to discuss about their doubt over the status of electronic voting machines. They requested the election commission to spell out the machines to address any mismatch between the voter verified paper audit trail VVPAT and electronic voting machine EVM. So after the exit poll euphoria, this EVM euphoria looks evident enough to create a lot of indecisiveness today on May 22nd. So now this EVM euphoria look evident enough to create a more volatile session in Indian equity markets, where I find that this selling may continue. Volatile sessions where we'll see the Nifty to take a bounce from the levels of 11,555, where we can see a bounce back. In case of a downward trend, we may find a bounce back from these levels, but I find that this current bout of selling may continue till May 23rd, where the Nifty may find first support at 20 days moving average first in a daily chart, where I find the Nifty may find first support. Therefore, I find that this selling spree may continue till the level of 11562. The growing uncertainty over the tariff trade war will likely to continue. On the other hand, that the Indian equity markets have their own reasons to move back and forth till next few trading sessions, because now the market is likely to rally further, but the rally may not be significant as there are challenges of not so encouraging earnings growth, lower liquidity, slowing economic and global challenges. There could be sector specific rallies like infrastructure and banking that could do well, but on the banking front, I find that numbers of non-performing assets will not encourage bulls to go long on banking sector. Let us see this chart in an hourly time frame to understand how the Nifty may behave on Wednesday and Thursday, I mean on May 22nd and 23rd. So in an hourly chart here you can see that, as I explained in my last video, that the Nifty finally faced a lot of resistance at the level of 11863, from where Nifty witnessed a good sell-off till the levels of 11683, where it ended at the 20 days moving average. Now I find that a gap down opening. Friends, this is an hourly chart of Nifty 50, where I find that a gap down opening in Nifty on May 22nd below the levels of 11646 will result in a sharp downward move up to the levels of 11555, where the 200 days moving average will provide good support for a bounce to Nifty. And I find that if the Nifty move downward, I find a good bounce back from the levels of 11565, where currently the 200 days moving average will provide good support to Nifty in case of a downward move. But in case we find the quantum of shorts in large quantity which may break this 200 days support, in that case the Nifty may go up to the levels of 11402, where it may find second support at the upper edge of this warning zone, from where we may see some upward move up to these levels, up to the levels of 11506. Therefore, I find that on May 22nd and 23rd, we may see Nifty in a very volatile session. Therefore, I decided to analyze the Nifty futures in a decisive zone, where the Nifty futures may take a decisive move during these two trading sessions on Wednesday and Thursday. So friends, this is a daily chart of Nifty futures. Here you can see how the Nifty futures found a good support at the level of 11141, where the Nifty futures found a sharp upward move on the first trading session of this week, when the outcome of exit poll created this sharp upward move. But on Tuesday, Nifty futures found stiff resistance here, where my first resistance level is at 11895, from where Nifty futures faced a strong sell-off and finally closed at these levels. So friends, this will be my decisive zone for the next few trading sessions, where I find that a move outside this decisive zone will finally decide the further direction of Nifty futures for the days ahead, amid going indecisiveness after the final result of elections on May 23rd. Therefore, I find that if the Nifty futures move downward and cross this decisive zone, if the Nifty futures witness a downward move, come out of this decisive zone on this side, we will see the Nifty futures see sharp sell off below the level of 11498, where I find that the Nifty futures may see sharp sell offs which may continue till July 9th, 2019. Therefore, I have constructed some supports and resistance levels for Nifty futures. So friends, these will be my expected trading zones from May 22nd to 1st July 2019, where I have constructed some support levels for Nifty futures, and these will be my two resistance levels. My first resistance level will be at the level of 11892, and second support level will be at 12056, where I find Nifty futures will have to take a sharp upward rally to break this secondary resistance. Currently, the first resistance level of 11898 will provide tough resistance for Nifty futures. Therefore, I find that above the level of 11888, Nifty bears will go short from these levels for an immediate target up to the level of 11,000, where the 200 days moving average will provide good support at the level of 11,000. So amid this downward voyage, I find some support. My first support level will be at 11,737, and second support will be at 11586, where I find second support for Nifty futures, and my third support level will be at 11447. So likewise, I've constructed some support, and my final targets for this downward voyage will be at 10,200, where I find that a downward move in Nifty futures will push the Nifty futures during the month of June up to the level of 10,200. So friends, this is only my view. It all depends on the national and the international circumstances, how the Indian economy take all the situation, because I find that after the final outcome of election, Indian markets will shift their focus towards the economic realities, where I find that every move will be calculated on the basis of real economic conditions, where I find the growing non-performing assets of Indian banks, and second worrisome concern for our Indian economy is growing unemployment, and third is a lesser development on rural front, where we have not seen any major development in our farming sector, which is the backbone of this country, where I find that the development standards are not up to the global levels, and other important things are the growing fiscal deficit and inflation, which are at the highest stage of the last 6 months, when I find that the growing fiscal deficit has touched the highest level and it has gone beyond the budgetary provisions. So the upcoming government, whosoever comes in power, will have to face a lot of challenges during the days ahead. Therefore, I find that the Nifty futures may remain very volatile and may move up and down amid this zone from the levels of 12,200. Therefore, I would like to wait and watch where the Nifty future break this decisive zone during the next 2 or 3 trading sessions, where I find if the Nifty future sustain above the level of 11,900, we will see a sustainable move for some time, which may push the Nifty futures up to the level of 12,200, where some selling may be seen, but I don't find that we have any reason to stimulate Nifty bulls to go long from these levels. Therefore, I find that a thick presence of Nifty bears above the level of 11,900 will keep bearish pressure in Nifty futures, where they may push the Nifty futures below the level of 11,600, where I find a sustainable move in Nifty futures may push the Nifty futures amid this downward voyage, where the Nifty futures may remain under bearish pressure and move downward. No doubt that we may find some bounce back from these supportive levels, where I have constructed some supports. So friends, be ready to see an action in Nifty futures. Now let me show these movements in a 4-hour chart of Nifty futures, where I would like to show you this decisive zone, what I expect from Nifty to break this decisive zone on either side. If the Nifty futures break this decisive zone during the next 2 trading sessions, on the upper side we will find some sustainable move up to the level of 12,200, but if the Nifty futures break this decisive zone on May 22nd to 24th, we will find a sharp sell-off will start from these levels once the Nifty futures break this decisive zone on the lower end before May 23rd or after the May 23rd. We will see the Nifty futures to remain under pressure, where I find that a sustainable move below the level of 11,400 will keep the Nifty futures under strong bearish pressure up to this 5th support level at 11,193, where the Nifty futures may find a bounce back during these 2 trading sessions. So friends, be ready to see an action in Nifty futures during the next few trading sessions I have defined these trading zones up to June 30th. Therefore, I find that Nifty futures may remain under volatile sessions, which may see volatile moves from the levels of 12,200 to 10,200. Therefore, we'll have to keep a visible eye over the development on the national levels and well on the international level too, because a sudden tweet from the US President may turn the whole scenario all of a sudden, as we have seen many times during the last few months. One, growing uncertainty on the tariff trade war front may change the direction of global equity markets all of a sudden. So friends, be ready to see the Nifty futures amid going volatile sessions. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.